how many of you know someone else, because of course it's not you, how many of you know someone else who is a smart person who sometimes does dumb things with their money? Oh, come on, it's your sister-in-law. She is the worst. Your husband, of course. We are all that person. Money, we get weird about money. We get really, really weird about it. It can be uncomfortable. It can be difficult to talk about. We can feel inadequate. Sometimes we do ridiculous things when it comes to money. I have a very good friend who spent $4,000 in 1 year on parking tickets. Yeah, $4,000 on parking tickets. And it can be really, really scary. Money can be really, really scary. So the first thing that we need to do is to predict, to picture our future self at a point in time in which we're going to need this pot of money that everybody tells us we have to save for. So my hint is to hire a forensic artist. So have you heard what these people do? They take a photo of yourself in the present and they extrapolate what you will look like in 30 years. I did it. Do you want to see it? Oh my God, I was so nervous, like I knew it was the right thing to do because the psychologists say the future self is super motivating, so I paid my money, I did it, and they sent me the photo. So nervous, this is what it looked like. So I am good to go. I am fine. So I now am totally empowered to save for my retirement because I'm going to look like that. It's amazing. So the first thing you need to do is picture your future self. The second thing you need to do is ask yourself a very, very important question. And that is this. What's your money for? What's your money for? And some of you are thinking, I live in the GTA, it's for the mortgage. Like, that's what it's for. I don't mean literally. I don't mean literally what your money is for. I mean from a values perspective. What's your money for? And a good way to answer this question in a different way is to look at this other question. What is exercise for? So who here exercises somewhat regularly? Okay, now also put up your hand if you have a membership at Good Life which you never use, but you have it, right? Yeah. So people exercise for lots of different reasons. There are people who exercise because they want to stay healthy so they're alive for their grandchildren. There's people who exercise because they want energy. There's people who exercise because they love the challenge of completing the triathlon and they get to brag about it. There's also people who exercise, I'm sure none of you will admit it, because you want to look in the mirror every morning and go, hello. I am so hot, yes. And there are people who exercise so that they can enjoy their vices. There was this great article in the Globe and Mail recently, and it said, I run to drink. So people exercise for lots and lots of different reasons, but what I can tell you is that people who exercise have an answer to this question. What is exercise for? People who have a handle on their money have an answer to the question, what is money for? And yet we don't ask ourselves this question, we don't think about this question, and society doesn't give us a particularly empowering answer. So this time of year, January, February, what is the life stage that the industry and that everybody, journalists included, are talking about? January, February. Retirement. Did I hear retirement out there somewhere? Retirement. Oh my God. So when I hear the word retirement, and that's supposed to be my answer, money is for retirement, here's what I think about. Boring life, boring life, boring life, boring life, boring life. Age 65. Great life, dead. How did that happen to me? I don't want that, because you know what I want? I want great life, great life, great life, great life, great life, age 65, great life, dead. That's what I want. So if you're 3 years away, I totally get it. You're like, yeah, retirement, absolutely. Try having that conversation with a 27-year-old. It doesn't work because the answer to the question isn't relevant to them. It's not inspiring to them. So I want you to just think a little bit about what your answer is to this question. My money is for, it could be freedom. It could be experiences. It could be choices, it could be family, it could be contribution, it could be education, it could be beauty, it could be prestige, it could be anything, and you will have your very own answer to this question.